Rule number 3, keep your eyes moving. Move eyes. So at UPS, we move our eyes in a triangular pattern. Front, 2 seconds. So to the front, every 2 seconds, I'm going to be picking up my priority elements. Like for instance, this intersection here, or the stale green light that I might have coming up ahead. And following distance if I have vehicles in front of me. Other front eye movements would include our curbs, looking for pedestrians, bicyclists, and motorists to the front side of our vehicle, left or right. When I say rear, 5 to 8 seconds, I'm going to be verifying my mirrors every 5 to 8 seconds, and I'm looking for my lane position, my traffic conditions, and any mechanical problems. And I can substitute a mirror check when traffic allows with one of my primary gauges, so my air, oil, or water. And I'm looking for normal readings. When I check a mirror or gauge, my next eye movement is always going to be back out to the front. I'm never going to go from mirror to mirror, mirror to gauge, gauge to mirror, or gauge to gauge. So I can demonstrate this with a driver drill, because this is going to keep my eyes ahead of my car. So when I get through this turn right here, I will demonstrate a driver drill, moving my eyes to the front every 2 seconds, the rear 5 to 8. So as I go through the turn, I'm going to establish my eye lead time, which is going to be the U-turn sign. And then I will check my right curb, and it is clear. I'm going to clear my intersection on the right. And then I will take my eyes to my right. It is clear. My very next eye movement is going to be out to the front to establish my eye lead time at the traffic light ahead. That is red. Then I will check my mirror again as I'm approaching a stop at an intersection to ensure that the people behind me are coming to a complete stop. So as you can see, by moving our eyes to the front every 2 seconds and rear 5 to 8, that will keep my eyes ahead of the car. This also will keep you alive at intersections. So whether starting up at intersections, approaching them, going through, or turning through, we are always going to look left, right, and then back to the left. We are looking left, right first, and we are looking for any motorists or pedestrians, bicyclists, looking to make sure that they're obeying their traffic sign or signal. And then I'm going to check back to the left the second time, because that's the first lane of traffic that I'm going to enter. Prior to entering the intersection, I'm going to check my traffic side mirror. I'm going to look for traffic in the lane next to my vehicle that possibly could turn in front of me, like this vehicle just did. As I proceed through the intersection, I'm going to check my opposite traffic side mirror to ensure that I clear the intersection of any hazards. So I will demonstrate for you here, when this light turns to green, how we start properly clear. So turns green, I'm looking left, right, left, looking for any pedestrians, motorcycles, vehicles, making sure they're obeying traffic sign or signal, and then I checked back to the left the second time. I also used my mirrors prior to entering the intersection, making sure there were no vehicles that could come into the lane in front of me, and then I checked my mirror to make sure that I cleared the intersection of any hazards. And here I go again, left, right, left, back to the left the second time. Always back to the left the second time, because that's the first lane of traffic we're going to enter. Keeps eyes ahead of car. We already explained this with the demo that we did earlier with the driver drill. So by establishing my eye lead time up at the stale green light, and then checking a curb to the right, and then maybe checking my mirror, my next eye movement is always going to be back out to the front. The key phrase to remember with keep your eyes moving is scan, don't stare.